Episode 2 of Harlan Coben's Shelter is a bit chiller than the first, giving us more time to chill with the peeps and get the lowdown on what's up after the wild stuff in the first episode. The first 2 hours of the new Prime Video teen mystery series are stuffed with stuff to think about and peeps we hope to get tight with over the season, but that doesn't mean there aren't any cool mysteries popping up here. Mickey Bollitter, just a normal dude, is all up in this because he's always landing in the middle of loads of mysteries that might or might not be linked. What happened in Harlan Coben's Shelter Episode 2? After making a ruckus at Lawrence Kent's pad, thinking it was Ashley's, cops took Mickey and Arthur in. Arthur Spindell looked like a quiet old dude, but he was down to help out big time, even if it got him in hot water. Mickey told him to chill, but Arthur was like nah and wasn't gonna bail on his buddy even when things looked bad. Mickey didn't get why such a buddy had his back, especially when it would have been easier to just lay low. When she came to grab Mickey, Shira bumped into someone she knew, Hannah Taylor. Hannah was Ken Taylor's girl, and we got that Shira and Ken used to be tight. The Super Rock meet up, and Hannah wasn't thrilled to see her old schoolmate. Even though they were like two peas in a pod in college, Hannah and Shira's friendship went south. We saw that when Ken came back from work, Hannah went off on him, hinting he messed up. Hannah was all like, "What's up between you and Shira?" when she grilled him about not telling her they met. Troy, the basketball dude who squared off with Mickey in the first Shelter episode, turned out to be Hannah and Ken's kid. And he knew his dad used to have a thing for Shira Bollitter. At least in front of his mom, Troy didn't hold back about feeling weird about his dad. One day, being nosy, Troy sneaked into his dad's space and checked his computer. Seeing his dad's Facebook snooping about Shira Bollitter, Troy got even more ticked off. In Harlan Coben's Shelter, Episode 2, we find out that Kitty, Mickey's mom, has been getting help because she's been feeling super down. The doc called Shira Bollitter to say they were gonna let Kitty go, but they still gotta watch her closely. Mickey was stoked to see his mom again but wondered if his mom's mental stuff was why she didn't tie the knot with Mickey's dad. Shira was like, "It's not that simple," and said they gotta be there for each other. Kitty was in a tough spot, and she vanished the moment she was alone. Mickey freaked out when she ghosted him, but he and Shira tracked her using her phone. For a sec, Mickey thought his mom might have jumped off a cliff. Mickey was super bummed, but there was no going back, and they had to take Kitty back to the hospital. In the next Shelter episode, Shira spilled the beans to Mickey that the kid who disappeared 27 years ago, Dylan Shakes, was actually Brad's main man. Mickey was shook, connecting the dots between his dad's death, the vanishing of Ashley and Dylan, and the weird stuff in town. We learned the creepy teacher snapping pics of Ashley was Barry Vollmer, and he emailed the school peeps saying he's out because of personal stuff. Since Barry couldn't find Ashley, the episode ended with him getting offed by the Bat Lady's henchman. Mrs. Friedman was onto Barry's weirdness when she found Ashley pics. Mrs. Friedman acted clueless, but she knew the old lady offed Barry. She had checked out the spooky house and found Barry's resting spot and was totally floored. Mrs. Friedman hinted to Mickey that Ashley pulled out and acted like she didn't know why, but we're pretty sure she did. Mickey, Arthur, and Emma went back to Lawrence Kent's wife to dig deeper into who hurt him and if Ashley was in on it. Arthur was still scratching his head about why Ashley gave that address. Mrs. Kent said her hubby got jumped by a dude with an octopus inked on his face and claimed she didn't know Ashley. Checking his pics, Mickey saw one with Ashley looking spooked like she saw someone scary in the school hallway. Mickey noticed another chick snapping a selfie behind Ashley and figured maybe she caught what spooked Ashley. Lucky break, that girl posted the pic online. Mrs. Kent's talk about the ink dude checked out when they recognized him. So, looks like Ashley was scared of this dude because she knew he'd hurt her. Meanwhile, the old lady's bald sidekick was tailing Mickey, and we saw him break in and swipe his computer. Mickey tried to stop the bald dude's ride and ask what's up at the old lady's place. Even though he was thrown to learn the old lady told Mickey that Brad was kicking, the bald dude cryptically told Mickey he wasn't ready for the truth. The old lady was after Ashley, but she was also clueless about where she went. We're still scratching our heads about why, but it's clear she's into some sketchy stuff. Harlan Coben's Shelter Episode 2 wrapped up with a curveball, showing even Rachel Caldwell, Troy's girlfriend, had stuff under wraps. Late at night, Rachel got to her locker and got a stash of cash. There were also loads of fake IDs and passports, probably Ashley's, in the bag. The ink dude stopped Rachel as she was dipping out and was like, "That's not your cash." As it stands, seems everyone in town is hiding something, and Mickey, Arthur, and Emma are the last to know. Hopefully, the next episodes will clear things up.